Welcome, everyone, to the Kuan transmission and activation. I hope everybody is feeling a little bit more light today. We do have Venus who has moved into Pisces. So we're just in the flow now, where we are in this very beautiful, um, more gentle sort of start to the week. And yeah, for those of you in my Patreon group, I will be doing a special, the usual is not special, the weekly report of all of the astrology for the week. And I'll pull cards so you'll know the energies and what to expect and how to best work with the energies. So, how I want to start this session of our beautiful Kuan Yin transmission and activation is just showing you like my basic goddess practice. So I have my altar over here. I like to keep it close to where I do my work because it is, I consider my work sacred. You probably do too. And so I have my sandalwood incense burning in honor of Kuan Yin. I have a candle that I'm burning for her. And I'm going to use this essential oil called Peace that was given to me by a good friend. And I did write an article. It's actually it's on, it's also a post on my Facebook page, but you could also go to Paradise Found and look under readers articles, and the Kuan Yin article is there. So you can learn a lot more about her and how to prepare an altar for her. That's not what this particular transmission is about. This is about me tuning in and calling in the energy of Kuan Yin for all of us here in this collective and getting messages and also activating her energy within us. So after you put some essential oil in your palms, start rubbing them together because you're going to build up some heat. And go ahead and close your eyes and just inhale nice and deep all the way down into your pelvis and allowing the scent of your essential oil to just permeate your senses, to bring you into deep relaxation. And in your heart space, really feel the energy of your intention for this week or this moment for compassion, compassionate action. And of course, any other messages that are meant to come through today for us from Kuan Yin. So let your palms get nice and hot. Allowing your intention energy from your heart to run down your arms into your palms and seeing those palms lighting up with a beautiful iridescent light in between. Okay, and then when you stop, you could place your hands wherever you feel like you need them. You can anoint yourself with this beautiful energy, and then it's also mixed with the essential oil, so it's even more relaxing. Take a deep breath in. Shake out. It's Monday. And this is something, again, that you can just do. Just do what I did just there. That is an embodiment practice that whatever goddess I'm working with, or it could be God, it could be any deity, really. It could be your higher self. It could be any sort of beautiful energy that you want to give a focus on. And then you literally just allow the essential oil to help you become more embodied. That's what it is. It's all about presence, inhabiting your body, inhabiting your feelings, and being aware, just having this sense of presence, and at the same time, holding space for that energy to take root within you, right? Okay. So now that we are in this relaxed state, I like to have some water too. Another tip, a lot of times I will do that hand, activation, getting the energy activated, and I will send energy into a cup of water and talk into the water. Bless it. I love you. Thank you. Whatever you're grateful for, feel it in your heart. Say it and see that energy flowing from your heart space. Here, I'll move this down a little bit, heart space into the glass. And then drinking the water throughout the day. You could do it to a big bottle of water. That's something that a lot of goddess practitioners, we are water priestesses as well, many of us, amongst other talents and gifts. So water is so important. So however you have your sacred space set up, it's optional for this moment. What's most important in this moment is, again, you're present in your body. So you could put hands over heart, one hand over your heart space, one hand over your lower belly. And allowing your breath to really slow down. You don't need to think about the how or the why of anything. You are just focusing on the breath, bringing it in and all the way down to the bowl of your pelvis. And you can, as you exhale, you could send it out down through your legs into the earth. You could inhale up more earth energy up through your feet and legs and all the way up, and exhale out the crown of your head. And with each inhale, I just want you to feel your presence and your being expanding. You're becoming a vessel for Kuan Yin. For today, that is the goddess. That is the beautiful energy we are calling in. She is a bodhisattva. She hears, her name means she who hears the cries of the world. So being the embodiment of compassion and letting yourself flow from that place today, okay? So I usually hold on to a crystal or two. I have two different ones. I'm going to use this beautiful labradorite and this beautiful angel aura that I got from Sedona. And then I ask the crystals to awaken. I breathe my breath on them and activate their potentiality to bring in more energy and to help me connect deeper to the transmission, okay? So I'm seeing Kuan Yin riding her dragon coming into our field. It's a very beautiful, tingly energy. And then I just feel like this blanket of warmth. And you may feel different sensations, but one of the things I want you to remember during this whole transmission is I am channeling Kuan Yin, but you are also in this field with me if you're watching this. So it doesn't matter if you're watching live or in the replay either. So that field is encompassing you and I and anyone else here in this field of space, in this dimension. So the first message that's coming through from Kuan Yin, and I'm seeing her beautiful dragon, like she's dressed in these beautiful silken red robes, and the dragon is pure white. And he has beautiful emerald green eyes. So Kuan Yin speaks, and what she wants you to know is to have the trust in her that you can speak your truth with full protection. And what she's saying is that the truth is like a beautiful white giant bell that when you speak, imagine that you are striking this bell and that energy is coming out your mouth, coming out your throat, coming out of your heart. There's an energy, and it's like it goes out and goes this way, it goes forward. It's very multi-directional. When you speak your truth, it changes the energy of your body. It changes the energy of the other bodies around you. And when you stifle, it's like energy still comes out, but it feels like it deflates, like it kind of comes out and kind of just sinks. So the truth is going to rise, and it's not to say that you're saying untruths, but holding back the truth makes it kind of dip. So it's like an energy cycle that is degenerative. It actually takes life force away as opposed to giving life force. So she's saying for if this is something that you are dealing with, to actually practice. You can practice in a mirror, you can practice with a friend, you could practice by yourself. And first, maybe imagine what it is your truth really is. Like if there's something that is stagnant in your life, it could very well be that you are not speaking your truth about something, and that is needs to be there needs to be a breakthrough. So she's like, yeah, so you could even practice in your imagination and then take it to paper, write everything down that comes through about your truth, and ask yourself and say, show me, Kuan Yin, who I need to speak this truth to when the timing is perfect, which could be tomorrow, which could be next week, which could be in 10 minutes from now. And she wants you to start speaking it out to her. Like imagine you could have your eyes closed at first. You could be looking at the piece of paper. You could just practice. She says, literally, it's like anything else. Speaking the truth is going to strengthen your aura. It's going to strengthen your energetics in all areas of your life, because whatever it is that you're stifling within you, stifling a truth, it's blocking you from spiritual growth, spiritual expansion, and also all of that same on the physical realm. Okay, so that's the first message. That's the first transmission. So the second transmission kind of feels a little bit like, it's not a contradiction, but it's like, yes, speak your truth, but there are things to keep within your circle, with which, and she means by between her and you, or between your higher self and you. And it's the same process. So really imagining what needs to be birthed out of that throat, heart, the upper chakra regions, right? especially all the way up in here. Now, the truth and the crown chakra are going to vibrate and open more and activate more when you activate and open all of this. So it's like the upper chest and the throat. I actually feel like some areas of my throat feel a little bit locked. So it'll be interesting to see what comes through for me after this. And as always, this is our community. You may leave comments below. Tell us how you are feeling, how this changed, transformed your energy, right? That's why we're here. We're here to heal. This is for healing, transformational energy. So there are some things that at this time, maybe you're planning something special. It could be like a special move you're making, like maybe a literal move. It could be a special project in your business or a creative project. It could be, and she's saying that there are people around you that might become jealous or see you as so powerful that it's going to trigger them. So she's saying for this is a different process. And she says, you know, when you go through the first part of the process, again, imagining the truth, imagining asking for her for specific information about what it is that is needing to be expanded and birthed through these upper chakras, the heart chakra, the high heart, the throat, and the chest area and the back of the heart chakra too. I'm getting this whole area. So ask what needs to be birthed? What do I need to acknowledge? What do I need to give voice to? And allow those messages to come through, write them down, and then start practicing saying them out loud. And in this particular part of the transmission, if this feels true for you, it may not feel true for everybody, right? So, you know, again, go within first before acting on taking this compassionate action. And what she means by that is in this particular light is what do you really need to know right now to be in a protected form of compassionate action? And she's not saying that it's not about being in danger, it's about interfering energies. So when people feel like you are so powerful and on your path and on fire, there are many that will be like, yes, that will cheer you on, that will love that energy, that will be with you in that energy. But there are some people who may feel threatened. So, you know, she says you already know who these people are. And it's not about being careful, it's about being very discerning and knowing the right moment when to reveal something. And that moment is when you are in the fullness of your power and the fullness of the birthing is complete. So, what she wants you to do is if you feel like there is an energy around a project, around a business, around a group of people that you're dealing with at work, at home, friends, whatever it is, that you, after writing everything down, you visualize yourself in this beautiful cocoon of golden light with red, like a red aura on the outside. And inside this cocoon of light, bring Kuan Yin in, ask her to come in with you. And literally speak and birth this energy inside this golden and red egg. So this is like, she's like, this is the womb of protection. So you can gestate and birth from here. And your project, your energies around this Your communications around this are all going to be protected, blessed, released at the perfect time to the perfect people who are ready to be uplifted with you. Okay? So that's the second transmission. And the white dragon now comes forward and it wants to speak. And there's two other dragons, one green and one red. Actually, there's a fourth now, a golden dragon. And they're all for breathing their fire on us. This is a fire of transmutation. And this transmutation is part of the activation. And Kuan Yin has her hands up in blessing, and she is transmitting, again, a beautiful white iridescent energy light coming out of the palms of her hands, whilst the dragon energy is transmuting through the fire, the breath of fire. And this activation is covering every inch of your body and your aura. All of your spiritual centers are being cleansed and reformulated, recalibrated. Those are the words I heard: reformulated and recalibrated. It is with great love and reverence that the great Kuan Yin is in our field right now with her very powerful dragons that represent the four directions. Okay, that makes sense. They represent the four directions. And Kuan Yin says this is to dispel all doubt and uncertainty and indecisiveness. If you are feeling any of those sorts of feelings, this is really going to help you and the process that she brought through. So remember, step one of, there's, like I said, there are two different transmissions, and they might be for different people to be taken as one or the other, or maybe some of us need to do both. The first part of the transmission is going into meditation, doing this practice, bringing Kuan Yin into your imagination and having a conversation with her, and then simultaneously writing it down, the language, the messages, the words, maybe what you need to say to speak your truth. After that, you practice out loud in a mirror, or maybe it's with a beloved partner, friend, or again, you can just imagine that Kuan Yin is with you. Call her in and do the practice. She said at least 3 times, practicing out loud, speaking, because that's going to open and expand. And then before deciding, okay, I need to speak my truth to this person or to social media or whatever you're doing, if maybe it's an announcement, whatever it is, really feel into, is this the time? Are these the right people? Are these the right avenues? And allow yourself to be guided by Kuan Yin. She said, you will know. And if it's not the right time to speak to these people, social media, or whatever it is, she said, continue to practice with her inside the golden egg with the red aura. and it will be birthed at exactly the right moment. There's nothing to fear, that all you need to do is call on her, be present, inhabit the energy of this truth that needs to be birthed, and all will be well. Okay, so I'm going to end this transmission. Go ahead and raise your arms up, raise your head up, and thank you, Kuan Yin, being in gratitude, and bring your hands down to prayer. Namaste. Close your eyes and take a couple of breaths. So sending that energy down into the earth, feeling grounded, maybe a bite to eat, do a little movement practice, shake out again, drink water. And that is the end of our activation and transmission with Kuan Yin. So yeah, I mean, with all the explanation and the messages, this was a 26 minutes or plus broadcast. But again, the idea is even just doing what we did in the very beginning, lighting a candle, lighting incense, bringing yourself into presence, bringing yourself into the body and present of the body and the field around the body, and then calling in Kuan Yin. You know, that is part of this beautiful practice. And literally you could say Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin, Kuan Yin 3 times, and it will bring her in. Another one I like to use is may all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. And breathing in and breathing out compassion, coming to that place. So may your life and this week be filled with compassion and compassionate action and the truth and expansion of the truth. So many blessings, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.